You know, we usually think of the soul as this single, simple spark of life inside of us. But what if I told you it's actually more like our spiritual DNA? Something incredibly complex, with multiple layers, a cosmic address, and a mission that spans the entire universe. Well, today, we're going to dive into this ancient, mystical blueprint for the soul.
So let's just jump right in with a question that gets to the very heart of this. Do you have one soul or five? Now, I know that sounds a little wild, but it forces us to look so much deeper at the spiritual engine that's really driving us. And honestly, it's the key to unlocking this entire cosmic map.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through this blueprint step by step. First, we'll look at the soul's basic structure. Then, we'll map it onto the entire cosmos. After that, we'll explore what happens when things kind of go off track and discover the secret help a soul can actually get. And finally, we'll pull it all together to understand the ultimate goal of this absolutely incredible journey.
All right, first up, the soul's blueprint. Let's think of this as unpacking our spiritual DNA. Before we can even begin to understand the journey, we have to know who, or maybe what, is actually making the trip.
Okay, so the very first thing we have to get our heads around is this. Your body is not you. It's just a temporary garment, a vessel, something you wear for a while. The real you, your true self, is this multi-layered spiritual consciousness inside. And it's not just in the world, it's intricately woven into the very fabric of all the cosmic worlds.
So how is this spiritual self actually built? Well, as you can see, it's not just one thing. It's 5 distinct levels, all nested within each other. Let's start at the bottom. We have the Nefesh, the action soul. This is the part that's tied to our physical body, our instincts, our deeds. As we refine ourselves, we start to activate the next level up, the Ruach, our spirit, which is the seat of all our emotions. Above that, we find the Neshama, or breath, which is home to our higher intelligence and real understanding. And then you have the 2 highest, most sublime levels, Chaya, the living essence, and Yechida, the unique one. These represent pure, unadulterated unity with the divine. Now, the key thing to remember is that this whole structure works like a ladder. You have to climb and perfect the lower levels before you can fully access the power of the higher ones.
Okay, now this is where it gets really, really cool. That internal ladder of the soul we just talked about, it isn't just a personal thing. It's a perfect mirror of the entire cosmos. Seriously, think of your soul as a literal map of the whole universe.
And this table just lays it out so brilliantly. Kabbalistic wisdom teaches that there are 4 primary spiritual worlds, kind of like 4 dimensions of reality. And just look at how each level of our soul on the left corresponds perfectly to one of those worlds on the right. Our Nefesh, our action soul, is grounded right here in the physical world of action, called Asiya. Our emotional Ruach lives in the world of formation, Yetzirah. Our intellectual Neshama connects to the world of creation, Beriah. And our very highest levels, Chaya and Yechida, are completely at one with the world of emanation, Atzawud. So here's the mind-blowing part. As you climb the ladder of your own soul, you are literally, simultaneously ascending through the spiritual dimensions of the entire universe.
But what happens if that journey gets stalled? What if a soul's mission in our physical world is left unfinished? Or even worse, what if it's damaged by the choices it makes?
I mean, that's a huge question, right? If the whole point is to perfect all these levels and ascend, what happens when we mess up? Is that it? Game over? Well, according to these ancient sources, the system has a beautiful built-in mechanism for second chances.
And that mechanism is called Gilgul. It literally means a cycle or a wheel, and it's the Kabbalistic principle of reincarnation. But listen, this is really important. It's not about punishment. Not at all. It's an incredible expression of cosmic compassion. It means a soul that has damaged itself or left its work unfinished gets another shot. It gets to return, to put on a new garment, a new body, and continue its mission of repair and completion. It's a cycle of correction that just keeps going until the soul is finally whole and fully rectified.
So a soul can get multiple lifetimes to get its work done. But get this, what's truly fascinating is that it doesn't always have to do it alone. This cosmic system also allows for a kind of spiritual partnership, a secret helper.
Just imagine you're facing this monumental task, right? Or maybe there's a specific spiritual hurdle that's just beyond your current capacity to overcome. According to this wisdom, there's a way for a soul to get an internal guide, a temporary spiritual mentor, to help it get the job done.
This amazing concept is called Ibur, which literally means impregnation. Now, unlike Gilgul, this isn't a full reincarnation. It's the temporary joining of an already perfected, righteous soul with a person who is still alive. This guest soul, if you will, comes to help the host accomplish a very specific mission. It's this incredible symbiotic relationship. The host gets the exact help they need, and the visiting soul gets the merit of participating in another good deed, elevating itself even further. It is a stunning vision of spiritual teamwork that can span across lifetimes.
So we've got a multi-layered soul, a multi-dimensional universe, and these incredible cosmic processes for repair and assistance. But what is the endgame here? Why does this whole intricate, beautiful system even exist? This slide really brings it all home. The soul's grand purpose can basically be summarized in one powerful word, tikkun, which means repair. The entire journey is about repairing itself from any damage, completing its own unique spiritual checklist, and of course, ascending through its own levels, from the physical Nefesh all the way up to the unified Yechida. And by doing this, it doesn't just climb its own ladder, it learns to integrate all four worlds of reality. The ultimate goal, the final destination, is to return to its divine source, not as it left, but more complete, more refined, and totally whole.
And this just captures the essence of it perfectly. The soul's journey isn't some kind of punishment or a fall from grace. It's a purposeful mission. It descends into our physical world precisely so it can engage with challenges, elevate the material world around it, and then return to its source, having achieved something truly profound, transforming both itself and reality in the process.
So let's just quickly crystallize the difference between these two paths of correction we've talked about. Think of Gilgul, or reincarnation, like the soul's full factory reset, a complete return for fundamental long-term repair that happens over multiple lifetimes. Ibur, on the other hand, is more like a temporary software update. A spiritual assistant joins you in this life to help you with one specific mission. One is a complete overhaul, the other is targeted support. Both are essential tools in the cosmic workshop for perfecting the soul.
And you know, all of this entire cosmic blueprint, it brings it right back down to us, right here, right now. So the question I want to leave you with is this. In your actions, in your emotions, in your thoughts today, which level of your soul are you really engaging with? Are you living in your Nefesh, your Ruach, your Neshama? Because according to this ancient map, every single choice we make is another step on that ultimate journey home.